Good morning, it's Saturday and it's the 24th of June, day 24. I'm a little bit tired, as you can probably see, because our neighbours last night, who are lovely, had some friends round and decided at about 11:30 to obviously take a trip down a musical memory lane, and were playing quite loud music until at least midnight. So all we could hear was sort of doof, 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 and ha 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 ha, ooh, ha, ha. So in the end, I had to put a meditation podcast on to drown it out, which worked a treat. And then I woke up about 3 a.m. with the lying on top of the iPad, wondering why the iPad was in the bed. And anyway, so that kept us slightly awake last night, but we did get a lie in. The kids didn't get up till about 8:15 a.m, so that's quite good. My husband has now taken them to their swimming. They have swimming on Saturday morning, both of them, so they'll be back by about 11. It's about 9:30 now, and I am going to henna my hair. I dye my hair with henna, which I buy from Lush. And it is messy and a bit of a faff. So last time I dyed my hair, I saved a couple of squares of the henna, so that when I needed to dye my roots, I just had to apply it to the roots. I've not done that before. Let me see if I can show you. Look! I'm so 40. So I'm going to see if I can dye just my roots using the remaining box of henna, because we've got a party tonight, so it's got to get glammed up. I'm also just looking through Ravelry. I am awful at keeping up with Ravelry forums. Terrible. I'm very good at wasting hours upon hours looking at patterns that I want to make and saving them to my favourites and adding them to my queue. That I'm really good at. But keeping up on forums, for some reason, I just really find it hard. So I'm just going through some of the lovely introductions that I haven't yet replied to on the introductions thread on my Ravelry group, and saying hello to some new people. So thank you everyone that has been along there and said hello. I really do enjoy reading the posts. Even if I don't always reply straight away, I am reading them, and I do... I do take them all in, and I do really enjoy hearing from you, so it's brilliant. So hopefully I'll get to reply to all of those today. The party tonight's not until I think about 7, so that gives us the rest of the day to do stuff like housework and wrapping presents and a bit of homework for my year 6 eldest daughter, and just generally getting a few things sorted that we don't have time to the rest of the time. And then tomorrow, Sunday, will be much of the same. We very rarely have a weekend where we're all together and we're not going anywhere, and we haven't got to rush off. So making the most of it and getting things sorted out. So right now, I'm going to go and mix up some henna and get these roots sorted. Ta-da! I have cling film on my head and I look like a extra from Star Trek. This has got to stay on for about 2 hours, and the heat from your body heat helps, but I've also put the hairdryer on it a bit to increase the heat, and then hopefully those horrible grey roots will have disappeared and I'll look about 15 years younger. I was just about to show you something when I realised that behind my new cuddle sofa chair thing that we got, there's this perfect little ledge behind the cushion where I can put my works in progress, and they disappear. Nobody needs to know. I wanted your opinion on this. So this is a piece of fabric that I picked up at Spitalfields Market a few years ago. I used to work near there, and they regularly have antiques markets. And this is a cut of some upholstery fabric with a William Morris print on it. Now, when I was growing up, we had a sofa which had this very print on it, except our one was not green, our one was a kind of golden brown colour. But I've never been able to find the golden brown colour one. Anyway, I've looked on eBay. I do regularly try and hunt it out, and I haven't thus far managed to find it. So when I saw this one, even though it's a green version, I had to get it. It's not very big. It's probably about a metre, I would say. Spread it out. It's about a metre. This is the way up it goes. Yeah, about a metre by half a metre, I would say. So it's not very large, but it goes really beautifully with the grey, and obviously it's quite a special, has special meaning for me because of the connection with my childhood. So I wanted to make it and incorporate it into my home, but I don't know whether to halve the fabric, just cut it in half like that, and make one double-sided cushion cover, or whether I cut the fabric in half and back this with another plain fabric and make two cushion covers. And if I was to back it, what colour or type of fabric would I back it with? White doesn't look right when I put it against it. This cushion here is a kind of off-white. It just looks too bright to me against it. Opinions, please? Any ideas? I would love to hear what you think. Just leave me a comment or send me a message. What shall I do with my vintage William Morris print fabric? You know when you start something that you didn't mean to and then it gets a bit out of hand? This is my ribbons box, and I just shove all remnants of ribbons in here, things that come off of parcels and things that have been bought for different reasons, and they all go in this box. And there's too much for this box, but somehow they've managed to fit so far. But I've decided to extract the nice ribbons that I like to use when I make my bags, and ribbons that I've bought along the way, or this was free, I think with Molly Makes or something. And this is some vintage lace that I bought in France or possibly in Spitalfields Market, and other type things, and put them all in one place. But I kind of wish I hadn't started. And I'm watching Ludi. Right, so it's a little bit later in the day, it's about 6:30, and we're just getting ready to go to the 1970s themed party. Kids are playing in the garden. They're going to get changed at the last possible moment so they don't ruin everything. And I have got my 70s makeup on. I think they might be killing each other in the garden. And I'm going to go and see how my hair turns out, and then I'm going to glitter myself up. '70s. I'm going to put some glitter on now. I've got my pot of, what it is Global Body Art Psycho Glitter Gel, and I've mixed it with this, which is Aqua Mix Chunky Glitter, and a little bit of the holographic diamonds, and I'm going to put it on with a brush.